Hey everybody. I was waving, but it was off camera. I'll wave with this one and then switch it back for the selfie stick. Alright, so it's Ben.
And Jen.
Again.
And the third time
For the
today.
third time today, which is the number of times you've had to call your bank for your card.
I think I had to call more than 3 times.
Oh my
actually.
goodness.
And
Well,
it's still not fixed.
I know, it's still not fixed. So, really quickly, we apologize for being late. We were very, what is a good word? that I'm
Caught up
looking-
in the unexpected.
Caught up in the unexpected, which is what our topic is today, is don't forget the unexpected. So let's just go right into it. Where we were just at the hospital.
The second hospital this week. So I'm sure some of you guys know that something unexpected happened this week. My little man, Maverick, who thinks he's a monkey, decided to jump on some furniture that's really high up, slipped, got his leg caught, and broke his leg, and then fell. So I got to do that all week. So pretty much today we just wanted to talk about all the unexpected things that have happened and how we have tried to stay focused on our goals and to just figure out how to live with the unexpected, because it always happens.
Well, and not only does it always happen, but so like today, I helped Jen. She did their due diligence. She got what she calls Maverick's little holiday hotel.
Healing hotel.
Healing holiday hotel.
Okay.
We'll put the holiday part in there.
Triple H.
Yes, it's a huge cage for large breed dogs, and now it has his litter box, his food, and his water. But so we went over there. His blankies, his brand new mouse, which is very important.
Little Mousy.
Little Mousy is the name of it. But what's very important is that we did the due diligence. We planned today. We were like, okay, well, when can we go pick up the cage, come back, set it all up, and when can we go pick up Maverick so then we can be on the road to do our mobile version of Don't Dab and Drive episode 4. This is kind of exciting.
Wow.
But how many things happened? So the doctor, they weren't completely ready. They had lots of medication to give you, and then for the third or fourth time today,
my credit card got turned off, and I understand the fraud protection. I actually appreciate it. I've been with US Bank now since I was like 14 years old, so it's been a very long time. And we went to go get gas today and they got turned off, so I called them, tried it again, didn't work, called them back, and
that added time to us at being at the gas
it
station.
added a lot of time. So
and
then,
the pet food store, yeah.
And then it happened at the pet food store. So by the time I got to the hospital, I was like, okay, I want to make sure that my card is turned on, I have enough money, which I don't. I have to take out a loan for everything I'm doing right now.
Yes.
Which reminds me, if you guys can help at all, I don't mean to put this in our show, but I do have a GoFundMe page, and his medical expenses are through the roof, and to me, there's no option but to get him fixed. So I went ahead and took out a loan for his surgery, so anything helps. But long story short, trying to finally pay for the medication, and my card's turned off again. So then I call, and I'm sure all of you have dealt with this, especially if you're Comcast customers. I just kept getting transferred to the wrong person, then my phone turned off, and luckily they're gonna actually bill me later. But just a lot of unexpected things happen, and you know, it's a thing to kind of remember to stay focused, even though it's been really almost impossible for me, and to breathe and to not want to punch a hole through the wall sometimes.
She did a very good job.
For me, what I have found really helpful for these moments is to actually make sure that you allow support. Ben has been absolutely amazing this week. You know, he just offered to be there for me, and it was actually hard for me to be like, yeah, like, please come with me. But when you're emotional and you're stressed and things are happening, and you know, it's kind of one thing leads to 500 things going wrong, it's always good to have someone there to tell you to remember to breathe and to help you get to the hospital, and to listen to some of the things that doctors say that you don't hear because you're emotionally deaf. Like I was, you know, I didn't know what to do. I had no money. My baby was screaming and in pain, and I didn't know what to do. And you know, Ben, since even though it affected him, it's not his baby, he was able to kind of step back and say, hey, look, here are the options, let's do this. And it's been really helpful for me. So I would say when the unexpected happens, to make sure that you allow support from friends and family, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, allowing the friends and support and calling them and relying on them and having friends in the first place is very helpful too.
And if you don't have friends, then just pay for them.
No, right.
Just
I
pay
think
for rent.
that would be like a good news service, is like a pay for friend service when things go wrong. But like, honestly, I mean, that's what it's about. That's what friends are for. That's what family's for. Is it's they're there for when things go right, but they're also there for when things go wrong. Kristen says, very sorry to hear about your kitty.
Oh, thank you so much for the love. I mean, another thing too, like my sister has been really supportive as well, along with a lot of other friends. I really don't want to leave out all of you guys, but you know, she brought up some points. She's like, at the end of the day, things could always be worse.
Absolutely.
And I know that you don't want to think about that, but she's like, he could have landed on his neck. Like, I could not have him anymore. And I could not have the ability to take out a loan. Like, there's so many things that could be worse, so it's always good to stay focused on the positive. And I feel like I'm a very positive person, and I usually can control my thoughts very easily. And I have to say, this week I could not. I was a wreck. I haven't been sleeping. I'm like in mother mode. I don't know how it's going to be when I have kids. And it took my friends and my family around me to help me stay focused and to remember, you know, what's important and all that kind of stuff.
And a week ago yesterday, both my cell phone and my wallet was lifted from me when I wasn't. It's not funny.
It's just so much shit has happened. Crap has happened.
I know. It's so many things that I mean, a lot has happened in this past week, but it's so crazy. So before coming out to California, I signed up on Verizon. I took their buy one get one free cell phone plan. By the way, Jen is not just driving and not paying attention. This is just an example of LA traffic, which I hope that we'll get some more.
But you know what's good? It's not unexpected. You can always expect traffic in LA. But
sure.
when there's no traffic, you're like, what do I do?
Well, I'm flying.
I don't even know how fast my car can go because I've only gone like 20 miles an hour.
And when those exits come up, you actually see them and you're not panicking. It's a really weird feeling. You almost like would rather have the traffic. You know?
Yeah, at least it's expected.
But so like with my cell phone, it's so weird. I did so many dumb things in my early 20s that I ended up, I had two cell phone numbers. And I just so happened.
Which made it confusing for me.
And I think it's very confusing for some of my friends up there. Sometimes I'll purposely text somebody I haven't seen in a while with my LA number and just say some weird stuff just to mess with them and be like, oh, it's just me.
The sky was purple when I thought of you at 3 o'clock.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, that was. Can you tell them that story really fast?
What story?
What did you say?
The sky is purple at 3 o'clock.
Yes, that is something. I didn't text, but it's a good example of something I can.
What else did you text?
How about this? I'll stay off tangent. I'll get back on my tangent. And so I had a phone backup anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And then my wallet, I just so happened to have an exact replica of all the stuff that was in my wallet in my car, so it wasn't the end of the world. So I accidentally prepared. It wasn't an issue of forgetting to remember the unexpected.
You know, what I also like to do to prepare for the unexpected is have a father. Don't get so close to my face, I'm gonna get in an accident. Have a father who likes to protect his daughters and sends you a top-of-the-line taser. So, this is called Viper Tech, and I want to hold it really close to Ben's face to freak him out.
Okay. It is really scary.
But yeah, I do carry that around. I think it works a little bit better than mace. So that's also for the unexpected. What else do we have for the unexpected?
Well, and then so speaking of lost cell phones, my story wasn't so good. My cell phone's just gone.
No, I thought it was
I'm
a really
not
good
getting
story.
It. Thank you. That you were so sweet.
You handled it really well. I mean, you got right on the phone with the banks, which that seems to be the theme of this month.
I know, yeah. That's weird. I had to make as many phone calls over 3 days as you did in one.
Yeah.
Can I just say that? But Jenny has a funny story about her cell phone being lost in Amsterdam and how to get it back. So we always talk about things you don't do, but don't lose your cell phone.
Don't lose your cell phone when you have food poisoning
in Amsterdam.
But if you do, threaten them.
Threaten them.
So let's see if I can shorten the story. So a couple of years ago, right around the time when the iPhone 6, I think, came out. I don't even actually remember which iPhone it was, but it was brand new. I decided to go to Amsterdam and Paris for my birthday, and I just so happened to get food poisoning the morning that we were leaving. So I was going from Amsterdam to Switzerland, and I went out the night before, so I felt really nauseous in the morning, and I was like, oh, I don't feel very good. And we were like, well, we're really late for a flight, like we have to go. So I was totally out of it, grabbed a trash bag, wound up actually getting the worst food poisoning of my life, but didn't realize I left my cell phone there until I was already in another country. So I was 100% sure of it as well. I left it in the covers of the bed, so now every time I like shake them out. And so I called them and I was like, hi, like I think I left my cell phone there. Oh my god, please help me. And they're like, no.
Were you exactly like that? Just really like...
Well, I was back in my blonde days, so I feel like it's definitely a better visual, you know? I look over and there's this blonde chick right next to me. I don't think she's very happy. Anywho, so I called and I was really nice about it. And I was like, can you please check? Call me back, which is really good that people in Amsterdam can speak English. But, so I'm calling internationally. They don't have it. And I'm like, alright, they're lying to me. Called back again, asked politely, still lying to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to leave for the US in like 2 days. Like, I need to figure this out. I know that it's there and I know they're lying to me and I would love to, but I can't fly back to Amsterdam. So I called them again, and this is totally made up. And I was like, hi, look, I was calling. I've been calling about my lost cell phone, and I actually have a GPS that I was able to locate it. It is actually in your hotel. It's been there since I left. I have confirmation, and I'm actually able to tap into it and like see the activity. So I don't want to get the police involved. If you could please make sure that you overnight it to this address, there'll be no further issues. Well, I get a call back. Hi, oh my gosh, so sorry, we actually just found your phone. I was like,
yeah, right.
Of course you did. So, I had that really like stern, like don't mess with me voice, and I was like, okay, thank you so much for finding it. Like I said before, I really don't want to get the police involved. I am on my way back to the US in 2 days, so I need you to overnight it. If I don't have it by this time, I'm gonna file a report.
Oh.
And guess who got their phone on time overnighted from Amsterdam?
This girl. Oh,
Even though I don't look like a girl right now because I haven't showered in like a couple of days.
So yes, the story of Maverick and teaching us to don't forget the unexpected. You can only prepare so much, but a lot of it, we talked about friendship. You got to rely on your friends. And you also sometimes got to pull the police card and threaten.
I wish I had a card just handy.
Yeah. I was trying to do, I thought you were going to say call the police, and I did this, and then you said file a report, and I started doing this. Also, I just want to comment in the way that I'm holding this selfie stick, and when you are like talking to the camera, like I'm like just like staring at the camera, and anybody watching right now is probably like really uncomfortable because it just looks like our Drew Carey shirts that no matter where you go, I'm always looking at you, and I feel like they would become
I feel like that's very normal.
We've
for
lost
you,
some viewers.
Like in the morning, I wake up and you're just like looking really strangely at me.
I do that on purpose though.
And my eyes, I'm like, you're trying to wake up and you're still looking at me. And you're like, good morning.
I do that, and I do understand now like how weird that is. Like that's, if anybody did that to me, that would be really weird. My favorite thing to do is only ask you deep and serious questions when you're urinating on the toilet.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so obviously this show is definitely like fly by the seat of our pants today.
Yes.
So I kid you not, you guys. So my bathroom is in my bedroom, and Ben's is outside, so I obviously know when he's in the restroom. But there's been this thing that's happened from day one, is as soon, like we'll both be sitting on the couch in the living room, saying absolutely nothing to each other.
Nothing.
And then I get up, I go to my bedroom, I go into my bathroom, I shut the door, I sit down on the toilet, and I hear, oh, I'm like, is he talking to me? And then there's no thing, he goes, Jen? Oh!
Oops.
Oh, you're in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So every time I kid you not, every single time I go to the bathroom, he asks me a question. And this, actually yesterday, I went into the bathroom, I sat down, and I waited for it. I knew it was coming, and like always, as promised, there was the question. And I don't even answer anymore, I just laugh.
I do some of my best thinking
Okay.
in the seated position.
There is a difference between thinking and actually having a conversation with
Yes,
somebody
that
though
is
while
true.
you're peeing.
Maybe that should be like, this is the mobile show, and maybe we should have like the fecal show or something like
Ew,
where
that's disgusting.
like in the bathroom. No, that's
The
too
potty
far.
show?
The potty show. I like that better.
That's a little bit fecal.
Yeah, that is a terrible word, isn't it?
That is really
I just want to
disgusting.
say that Adam earlier said friends for rent. Just kidding. Keep the good ones close. You guys are awesome. No matter what happens, just take a deep breath, smile, and persevere. And I was teaching you some breathing exercises today. Can you show them some of those breathing exercises?
Yes. If I pass out, I am not liable.
Yeah.
Okay. So you breathe in for 3. Well, and I can't actually do it while I'm breathing. Hold for 3 and breathe out. So it looks more like this.
Yeah. And then can you show them that dragon breath I taught you? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Can you do that one again when a little bit of a close up since we're in traffic? And then this was my favorite breathing exercise I taught her. It's called the 7 Dwarfs. It's a really good one. It's a breathing exercise called the 7 Dwarfs.
Dwarfs?
Dwarfs? Remember when I taught you that?
That's it. You gotta go through all
She did
7.
it really good. Yeah, she went through all 7 really well while paying attention to traffic. I don't know if this is like semi-legal or not, but we talked about a lot today. We're going to cut the show a little bit shorter, especially since we're already in 3 parts. Thank you, everybody, for still tuning in and watching during our dramatic
Can
carry.
I also actually say something? Oh,
Are you sponsored?
babies.
Oh, wait, hold on. Maverick is back there.
Oh, Mavy Poo. Little
Mavrika.
man. I would say that actually one thing that was also, I think something that was unexpected was during the political debate when they actually said something nice about each other. I was like,
Yeah.
what? That's insane. That's insane. Crazy.
Yeah.
It was so unexpected. I had to call my friends for support.
And that's what's so nice is like even when you watch something like the political debate, especially the second one where you already knew that it was kind of going to Hada Bahuda, that it can still be, the unexpected can still happen.
They should.
Did it just burp into your mouth?
I think that they should actually come up with a reality show called The Debate. The
Oh, I thought for
Presidential
2
Debate.
seconds I thought you were saying a reality show called Burp in the Mouth.
Where else would you burp?
I guess, yeah.
Burp.
Out of the mirth.
Burp?
Out of the mirth.
Anywho. So anyway, we just wanted to add that little note. But I do think, per tradition,
It's
time
for the special...
Trying to drive order.
Special order?
Special order.
Special order. Okay, so on our way, we went to Chipotle, and so I'm going to have Jen select a name out of the hat right now. This is for a inspirational quote. Your favorite inspirational
Did
quote.
you write it on one of these, or is that garbage?
No, that's just garbage. That'd be funny though. We didn't have anything to write it on except for Chipotle napkins. So make sure you
Can I
have
get
just
one?
one there. Okay. All right.
There you go. I can't read that.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. Both of them were really good. In fact, I'm going to give a shout out to the other individual that did it. But this was so our winner this week is Tom Mesa. Woohoo! That scared me. I looked up and saw my facial expression, and it's kind of scared me a little bit.
I know.
This was,
Me too.
I think every day for that. Sometimes I say things that are brilliant, and sometimes I talk about poop and pee. And that was a quote by me, Ben Michaels, and he remembered
Oh
that.
my gosh, that's actually very clever because our last show is about don't be afraid to quote yourself. So he actually quoted you.
Yeah, he quoted me.
Quoting yourself.
I just can't believe he still had like the notebook that he quoted me in. And he tagged Matthew Harwell in that one. So shout out to both of you. You are the winner. But Chris did a really good one. Chris, you're gonna win. This was his second week in a row of participating. He didn't get pulled.
Third time's the charm, you know?
But the third time's the charm, Mr. Reynolds. Okay, so Chris's quote was, "People will not remember what you said. They will not always remember what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And that's really
love
cool.
that quote, and that's so true. I mean, everybody knows. I mean, there's the actions speak louder than words and everything. So your words are really the most, meaningless thing that you could do. Your actions are more important, but really connecting with people from an emotional level. I mean, I know the people that I surround myself with who just really make me feel loved or supported or inspired. I mean, those are all feelings, so that's a great quote. I definitely think that's very true.
And you know who it was by? IDK.
Ivan Dwayne Klein.
Kleinstern. Or I don't know. I think it's what it
No, it's definitely Ivan.
So Jenny doesn't know this yet, but we are going to do an outro of her rapping with me beatboxing. And then she's going to rap about her day. Because this is going to be like one of those angry raps, and it's about her bank. Okay? Ready?
Our connection is weak. We should maybe wait for our
Let me see. The connection is weak. Let's get it better. Come on. Let me see something.
Oh, now it is. Now it's better. It's
I
better.
know, but let me try it. I had it on power saving
It's very
mode.
dangerous.
Okay, ready?
Don't rap and drive. Driving down Santa Monica Boulevard. I don't really know, but rapping is really hard. I'm trying not to swear, cause that's what I do. So all I really know is that I'm talking to you. I got my cat in the backseat and he's in pain. And I'm like, holy crap, this week's been insane. So I'm stepping on this thing. Play blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna go like 69 degrees. How cold is it in Colorado? I don't really know, but let's go with the flow. How long can you beatbox? Are you gonna pass out? I don't really know what I'm even talking about. So what? I love how in the middle I was like, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was gonna talk about Robertson Boulevard because that's what's in front of me, and I realized that apparently I don't know how to say Robertson Boulevard when I'm rapping. I'm like,
Robertson Boulevard. It is like
but
a hard one.
sometimes it is good to throw in the blah, blah, blah in the rap because then you know people are listening because they're like, yeah. Wait, what?
What? Well, and that's what they do all the time now. Like, I mean, that's half. Like, if you listen to the new song by Sierra and John Paul, like half the time he's like, girl, rhyme in gold. But it's a good one.
Pew, pew, pew. Okay, cool.
On that note, thank you all so much for tuning in.
No. We didn't give a special order for next week.
Oh, okay, yes.
So, special order for next week. I would love more than anything to have one thing that you have really enjoyed about our shows. I know they've all been a little bit different, but one thing that you've liked, that you've seen, and also something that you would like to see us do. And seriously, that is as broad as you can take it.
Absolutely.
Whether it's the location or something that we're talking about or the length or whatever. If you guys can leave us one positive thing and one thing that you would like to see, and of course tag a friend, and your name will be in the drawing for next week.
Yep, thank you. And remember to please post on the original video by just clicking on the video before you make your comment. Thank you all so much for sticking with us during this very emotional week. And thanks just for being you.
Thank you.